In this video, we are going to be opening up and checking out this brutal pack of action figure weapons and accessories by Super Action Stuff Casket of Cruelty. So these are all the accessories what you get, and you get a lot. And I mean a lot. So first we're going to be taking a look at all the weapon accessories, and these are them all. We're going to be going left to right, so we'll start off with the boxing gloves. To start strong, we have the boxing gloves, and in my opinion, these are one of the best accessories. They attach on any figure easily, without any effort, which is amazing. And here's some cool poses with Long and Muhammad Ali. I even recreated that one scene where Wolverine is about to fight the Blob in X-Men, using the boxing gloves, but I don't have the Blob action figure, so... I also managed to swap out Muhammad Ali's gloves with these, and let me just say, it honestly fits in better. Overall, I think these boxing gloves are really good. The detail on these are amazing. They fit on any figure perfectly, and honestly, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. Next, we have the chainsaw and the circular saw, and wow, these are so cool. The detail on these are actually spot on. The blood makes it pop out so much. It's actually sick. Another great thing about this chainsaw is that it's 2 accessories in one. So simply just pop it off, put your circular saw in or your chainsaw, and there you have it. 2 insane accessories in one, saving a lot of money. Here is Kano sawing the heck out of Long, and bro cannot get a break. But in all seriousness, these saws are so cool and the detail on it is perfect, especially the blood. Overall, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Next we have, in my opinion, probably my favourite out of them all. It's the battle axe. The detail on this is spot on. The handle looks so cool. I just love how it has that golden spiral effect on the handle, and the shading on the axe is so cool. Overall, this axe for me is probably a 9 out of 10. It's insane. Because you can really just tell that they put so much effort into this axe. It really just fits on any figure with ease. It just slides on. 9 out of 10. 100%. Next we have the infamous katana, samurai sword, whatever you want to call it. This is just cool. It even comes with this little swish effect where you can easily slide on. It is perfect for my stop motion, so I'm definitely going to use this. The samurai sword itself is just pretty generic. It's not got much detail. They spent a lot of time on the whoosh effect, I can tell, which actually saves it from getting a 6 out of 10, bumped up to a 7, so a 7 out of 10. Next we've got the machete, and the detail on this is amazing. Like everything else, it comes with these little droplet blood effects where you can easily slide on, bigger and smaller version. It really just does look like it's taken straight out of a Jason Voorhees movie, Friday the 13th, so that easily bumps it up. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's just solid, really. I wish I had a Jason Voorhees action figure, but I don't, so I'm just going to show you a clip. But instead, I have some T13s, and they fit well on these T13s. Feels like it's made for them. Anyway, an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. A baseball bat accessory? Nah. Cricket bat? Let's go. I have never seen a cricket bat accessory with blood as well, bear in mind. I've never seen anything like it. It's so cool. The details in it are so good. The blood effect, oh my days. You can tell they spent time with this. There's even a little bruise effect on it, if you can see that. Honestly, it has to be a 9 out of 10. It just slides on the figure so perfectly, and it's just so sleek. 9 out of 10, 100%. Next we've got this sick looking crossbow, and dude, these accessories keep on getting better and better. Honestly, this is very useful for a lot of things. It's just a very cool accessory. It comes with an arrow, and it also comes with an arrow that's been penetrated in someone. It's got the cool drippy blood effect on it, which just makes it stand out so much. It's even got a little downward drip effect to show how it's gone in the action figure. Yeah, overall, this is just solid. I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10. Now we're going into the police territory, looking at the ballistic shield and the police baton. These are both so sick accessories. Actually clean. Definitely for police action figures. Even though I don't have police action figures, the police baton just kind of made the detail, but the ballistic shield is so good. And I mean so good. I love how a lot of these things in the set Remind me of some sort of zombie apocalypse kind of thing. You got the crossbow, you got the brain, you got all these blood effects. I think it actually might be made for some sort of zombie apocalypse theme. Anyway, I'm going to give this ballistic shield and the police baton an 8 out of 10. Next we are looking at this very clean nail gun. I should say dirty because the details in this are actually spot on. It's got some very clean dirty marks in it. This nail gun works really well with the in and out blood effect, but I'll show you more in depth later. Anyway, I'm probably going to give this nail gun an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. Now we're moving on to the next part of the set, which are all the blood effects. We're going to be going through one by one of all these sick and cool blood effects in detail. Let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with this brain, and it's very good. The detail on it is amazing. The crevices on the brain are actually so cool. It has a lot of bite marks in it, so like I said earlier, it feels like from some sort of zombie apocalypse theme or a Mortal Kombat finisher. Anyway, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because of how much detail I put in it and how much it works for just little small animations, stop motions, whatever. So yeah, a 7 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got this really detailed splatter of blood. I'm going to say it's like a puking blood effect. I'm not fully sure though. It's got really good detail on the splatter. You can tell by spending time with it, all the drops and stuff. And you can even see little bits in the blood. This is one of my favourites in the blood effects because of how much effort they put in it and how much it works for little poses. Anyway, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got these freaky little tiny eyeballs. These are so small, and it actually surprises me how much detail they can put in on such a small little thing. These work on a lot of things, like you can have the shocked expression of some sort of figure, or you can have the eyeball hanging out. Anyway, this is just a cool little accessory to put on any figure with sticky tack. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we got one of the best ones in this pack is their exit and entrance bullet wounds. These are so cool because of how much poses you can get off on these. You can really put them either way on any side and they'll still work. You can see what they're trying to do with the bullet wounds. So good. The blood just works perfectly. It looks like it came straight out of some sort of movie or something. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because you can see how much effort they put in it with the size of the bullet wound and stuff. So I'm going to go 9 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got these dripping blood effects, bigger and smaller version. These are really good because it adds some variation into what you can use with them. I've already showed you these earlier on in the video, but now I'm going to go more in depth. You can use them on the machete, as I already showed you, the bigger and smaller version. But what I didn't know is that you can also put it on the battle axe with the smaller version. These are really cool and can go on a lot of other weapons if you add some sticky tack. Overall, I think this is a 7 out of 10. Really good variation and just works. Next, we've got these really cool gruesome slash effects. Again, the variation on these are really good because the big and smaller version, you can get some really cool poses and some really good stop motion in this. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my Batman vs Kano video coming out on my stop motion channel where I use this effect. Anyway, you can get these two slash effects in really good poses and stop motion. You can use them for anything. They need to be in the set because it's just one of the most important things. It goes really well with some of the swords as poses. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because it almost seems like it needs to be here in this set, and it is, and they did a good job. 9 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got these really big and chunky gruesome effects. These are so cool. The variation in it is really good again. You can even see little bits of flaky skin in there, what came off of the figure, which is just so gruesome and cool. I use this as like a Mortal Kombat brutality effect where Mike Tyson punches Kano's head off, finally getting revenge and doing his justice. But yeah, it just looks really cool and it looks like it's actually there, like it looks real. I use this even chunkier effect with Muhammad Ali and Scorpion, where Scorpion punches through Muhammad Ali's chest, which is just such a Mortal Kombat thing to do. So gruesome and it looks so cool. So yeah, you can get some really good poses with these two. There's some really good variation in these. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because you can tell I put so much effort in it with all the flakes and skin inside. It's just so gruesome and cool. 9 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got just another really cool blood effect. I use this to pull the head off as a brutality in Mortal Kombat. and it worked. It came out really well, like really sick. So that's what I used it as. I don't know if there's anything else you can use it as, but I also combined it with the other blood effect, what I just showed you, and put that on the head. And yep, these two look insane together. I'm going to give this 7 out of 10 because I don't really know what to use it for. I just came up with that. So yeah, a 7 out of 10. Let's move on. For this next one, I have no idea what it is. I'd like to say it's a heart, but I have no clue. This one's just kind of bad. If it is trying to be a heart, it's not doing a good job. And if it's something else, it's that bad that I can't even tell. I tried getting it in some good poses, but nothing really came well. So I'm going to give this like a 4 out of 10. If I knew actually what it were, I'd give it a higher ranking, but I should be able to know what it is just by looking at it. 4 out of 10. Let's move on. Next, we've got just these cool looking drippy blood effects. Yep, these are just like some cool drippy blood effects what can be used for different poses and stuff. So I'm going to give this like a 5 out of 10 because it just needs to be there. And finally, what I've already showed you before, we have got the arrow blood effect with the crossbow. Yep, this is sick. You can get off some really cool poses with these and different little shots. Here's some cool poses with Ryu and Kano having a crossbow in his hand. I think we know what happened here. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Looks really cool and it's one of my favourite accessories in this pack. So yeah, to finish it off good, an 8 out of 10. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I'd highly recommend getting the Casket of Cruelty. It was worth it. The £40 may seem a lot until you actually get it and you take a look at the accessories inside. 100% worth it. This whole pack included everything you get on it. I'm going to give it probably a 10 out of 10. I just loved everything inside of it. It was all so cool and really good for my stop motion. Talking about my stop motion, it's called Stop Motion Stories if you want to check it out, and link will be in the description. Anyway, bye!